Hello everyone, Dawn here from Cyprus. I hope you have a great evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And just really popping on today because I'm going out, taking the workaways out for the day tomorrow. Yes, Dawn's going out. I'm actually going to take them with Mike and we're going to do a drive, like a day trip that I established myself. It's not a where we sort of loop all round and we visit different places of interest on the way. Everything's outdoors for me because I can't go indoors anywhere public at the moment. And so we're going to do that. It's actually one I've videoed before, but not edited or posted because I've mentioned before I've done this trip that I worked out myself. I sort of got the maps out and planned it all, the route and what to see. And I did it before, but didn't post or edit it because it was just before COVID. And as I've explained before, I was a little bit dubious because a lot of people don't read description. And because I've mentioned I couldn't go out and there was lockdown and so forth, I didn't want to post it and then people get confused. So it's the same trip. I'm not going to film it because obviously I filmed it all before. So what I might well do is sit down and edit the old footage of when I did it before and just explain this is the same place, the same trip. So it's really nice. We go to an abandoned village first, another one higher up the mountain. No tourist spots at all on my trips, just cultural and natural places. Then we see a little bit of a dam, like a small spring dam type thing. Then we're going to see a very high iron bridge that you can drive over and a really steep drop down from that looking over the sides, but I don't like going near edges, even if there's barriers. I've not got a height problem, it's just the falling that is the problem for me, that I feel I'm going to fall. And my perspective, because my brain damage is a bit difficult. So, you know that test where they say, close your eyes, put your finger on your nose. When I do it, I end up touching over here. So if any of you know anything about the brain, you know exactly what part of my brain is affected. As I say, I'm not going to film it because I've done it before. And then after this bridge, we go on further to a waterfall, and it's not one that comes up down from the top of rocks. It's actually within the rocks it comes out of a mountain area. And then from there, that we're all taking a packed lunch with us and we're going to sit by a beautiful river, one of the best rivers here, all in woods, and that's shady because it's another heat wave here at the moment. So we're going to sit there for a bit and chillax there. And there is actually rock climbing there, but it's big stones that protrude out like this. It's not like a straight up sort of cliff type edge. And then from there we'll go down, see some more villages on the way down, and then we'll go to one of many big dams. And the girls are actually here from a French institution where they're doing an internship here, learning different engineering things, hence why I thought these places would be good as well, especially the bridge, the engineering, and from the year it dates back to is something fantastic. And we're talking with them as well about architecture now, how with all modern tools and ideas, a lot of architecture is just basically blocks and, for me, eyesores, whereas the buildings out here and other places that are really old and without much technology or machinery, all these beautiful things built. I mean, just think of pyramids, for example. That's a big example of the great engineering and the capabilities of no tools or much design. So that's something they can do projects on as well. We're having a great time with them. They're working really hard, but lots of chat and fun. I normally work outside in peace and quiet because I like the birds and that, which we've done for their first week and a half. But yesterday I put some music on. I was like, let's have some music, because one was doing quite a more laborious job. It was like cutting our big hedge down. They both had to go at it, but it's so long. And I thought, well, let's just put some music on. It gets a bit monotonous doing a repetitive job, hence why they swap jobs sometimes if it's a long job. So I'm taking pictures and a little bit of film they let me do with them, so you can see what they're doing and who they are. Lovely girls. And as I say, they're doing an engineering internship and they're looking at engineering abroad. So they've been out lots of different places. I've recommended some places. And pretty much you can bring engineering into most concepts of places you visit in one aspect or another. I mean, that's something why we're going to see the dams, because it's hydro, isn't it? And all modern things now that everyone's going back to, solar and wind and all these elements, all bring into engineering capabilities and things. So I've got them lots of projects that they can do on different aspects. Obviously, look at more of grid engineering and developing and designing things. One wants to go into designing things for engineering products, and the other one wants to go into anything mechanical, that side of the engineering. So I've set them lots of projects and it's going really well. Anyway, I titled this something about to have a laugh today. So I thought I would read you something that you might quite like. So just a little story joke to begin with. And this is called Chicken in a Library. One day, a chicken went into the library. After looking round for a while, he went up to the librarian and went, "Book, book." So the librarian gave him 2 books, and the chicken went on his way. The next day, the chicken returned the books to the library. He looked around for a while, then he approached the librarian and he went, "Book, book, book." And the librarian gave him 3 books, and the chicken went on his way. The next day, the chicken returned again. He returned the books and went to the librarian going, "Book, book, 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 book." And the librarian handed the chicken 5 books, and the chicken left with the books. This continued for several weeks until the librarian could stand the suspense no more. Next time the chicken came for the books, she followed him out of the building. She followed the chicken all through the town. She watched him eat lunch out, where the potatoes were so cold they wore their jackets. She watched the chicken greet his owl girlfriend, who refused to kiss her as it was raining, and the owl said it was "tuet tu," until finally they came to the village pond. The chicken jumped off the bank and onto a lily pad where a frog sat. The chicken handed the books to the frog one at a time. The frog took each one in turn, looked at them, and as he threw each one in turn into the pond, he could be heard saying, "Read it, read it, read it." Then the frog said to the chicken, "What are you doing now?" And the chicken said, "Waiting to cross the road. Why, I don't know." And the frog said, "Don't do that. Everyone will be debating that for years to come." So I hope that brought a little smile to your face. I see I have 2 watching. Who have we got? Oh, Anita. This is Flower Folk Farm. Hi, Dawn. Just saw you were live, so popped in to say hi. I'm driving back home, so if I drop out, I hope it all goes well. Cheers, Anita. Anita, make sure you go back later and watch from the beginning, because we've just had a grand little funny joke there. So, yes, as I said, I'm just really popping on because of going out with the workways tomorrow, and I normally do like to post something the weekends, and I thought, we'll do, fine. And I thought, well, I have posted something today, but I thought, well, if I don't post something the weekend, at least that people have got a live to watch as well. So, hi there, all you watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. So, would you like a few more little jokes here? I have a book. It's only a notebook, and I write down any jokes that I hear, and they really do make me laugh. So, if you've got the same sense of humour as me, you'll love this. If you've got a completely different sense of humour, not so much. But maybe there'll be something in there you like. And it's for when I'm a little bit down or things aren't going well, I just grab my book and I read a few of them. Sometimes I forget what they are. And then also at the back of the book, I write quotes that I like. So if I hear any nice quotes, I start from the back of the book and work forward. And you'll see on my other channel, Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty, you'll see I actually sometimes do quote videos and write a few of them in. Finding Happiness in All You Do channel is here. Hi there. Hello, love. Yeah, it's nice to see you. This is the first chat of mine you've been on. I know we're new to each other's channels. So if you don't know, you've probably not seen any of my lives so far. I don't announce them. I just randomly pop on. And it's great for me because it's not one of those channels where you tell everyone you're on and the same people keep popping on. These are just random times, random days. I've got 2 workaways here at the moment. They're about to go out for the afternoon. If you hear a big noise, it's the car driving past because the driveway's at the side here. And Mike's just popped in for lunch and gone out shopping this afternoon. I was like, oh, what am I going to do? So I thought, do it live because, as I say, we're taking the workaways out for a day trip tomorrow. And I like to post normally the weekend. So even though I've posted a video today, I thought I'd just do it live. So I'm going to do some jokes and cheer you up. As I say, if it's not your type of humour, I know in different countries there's different types of humour. But hopefully there'll be something to at least raise a smile or a groan. So let's do a few of these. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, guys. Every joke you like, don't forget to put a little comment. So let's see. How does the man on the moon cut his hair? He eclipsed it. So there's that one. I'm going to just mark what ones I've told you, and then another day I can make some more. By the way, I've told you about my weird sense of humour. I've shown it before. These are my pencils. You can just bend and tie them. It's me. What must you do to have a good solar eclipse party? Plan it. Well, that's my workaway. It's just going now. I'll just wait till they go by. Don't know if you heard them or not, but my window's open. I've had to turn my fan off. We've got a second heat wave now. Finding Happiness in All You Do says, looking forward to seeing more lives of yours. Yeah, I love doing them. It's just I have a problem because we have very limited monthly allowance on the internet because we've got the bare minimum. And Mike goes crazy. He goes, you've been doing loads of lives again. I'm like, oh, I did a couple of short ones. And in case you're new to my channel, in case you wonder why I read everything out and say who's who, it's because a lot of people watch my lives later because they're random, so they don't always know they're on, and they watch it later. And I know a lot like to clean their house or wash up or do something else while they're listening to a live. So I find if I read all the comments, you can keep up with the channel and what's happening on the live rather than having to read it. Another joke. Why did everyone laugh at the cow? Because he was amusing. So there's that one. Let's see. I've got to be careful because these days some jokes, some countries don't allow you to say certain things. I've got loads of what they used to call blonde jokes. They are so funny. So if you want to hear those, let me know. Let me see. Oh, this is quite fun. I shot a turkey today. Scared the heck out of everyone in the frozen food section of the supermarket. Oh dear. Teacher in a school says to the class, what's the chemical formula for water? And one boy says, HIJKLMNO. And the teacher says, what? And the boy says, well, yesterday you said it was H2O. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let me see. Oh, this one's quite good. Trying to pick some shorties out. Oh, you've got a smiley face crying cray laughing faces. So finding happiness in all you do. He's giving me like emojis. Thanks for that. Oh dear. Let's see. Oh no, should read that one. I did find another one. What was it? Oh, this one. Why did the man get sacked from the orange juice factory? Because he couldn't concentrate. Oh, this one's good. I like this. I haven't read these for ages, so it's making me laugh again. My friend died as we couldn't remember his blood group. As he died, he kept saying, be positive, be positive. But it's hard without him. That's actually quite good for me because if you don't know me very well, whatever happens, I just put a positive spin on it. I like that one. Sorry, I'm enjoying myself. People say, why don't you do StreamYard? Ah, Shelley. Hello, I'm telling some jokes here and I'm laughing probably more than people watching. Oh dear. Yes, I said something. What was I saying? I can't remember now. Oh dear. Another joke here. Some music notes walk into a bar. The bartender says, sorry, we don't serve minors. That was quite good. I'm picking the short ones out so I can read them first and just check they're all appropriate. As I was saying, there's certain categories you can't tell even the joke now. A book just fell on my head. I've only got myself to blame. Oh yes, I know what I was saying. People saying, why don't I do StreamYard? Well, if you look back at my lives, you'll see I tried to get on StreamYard initially, and I won't repeat the story if you've watched it, and you'll see that it threw me into this. And since then, I was going to go back onto StreamYard, but I think Shelley was on at that point, and to let my moderators in on the StreamYard or other people, you have to put the URL up of the StreamYard. And if you know, I have a really old laptop. It takes me ages to put anything like that in, go in and out. I know how to do it, but it really takes a bit of a time. So I just don't do that because I don't want to put it public up there. I want to allow people in because there's been a lot of what they call raids on the chats and that. So you certainly don't want them to come in. And I think I probably would do another StreamYard at some point and let people in, but I'd have to pre-set the time with some of my moderators so they can actually come on and I can pre-send them the URL. Whiskey and Sunshine off grid. Shelley says, good morning, finding happiness in all you do. If you can find their link easily, Shelley, I always appreciate if you can put them on. And don't forget, my moderators put their own links up. So if you throw yours up there, be nice if you both have new viewers. Finding happiness in all you do is one of my new peeps. And I'm really sorry, I've forgotten your name. So if you put your name up, thanks, Shelley. If you put your name up, finding happiness in all you do, because I've just got about another 20 new channels that I'm just started following. So I do know your channel. I know exactly what you look like, but I've forgotten your name. I was watching your go-kart video this morning and I put a little comment there that I always wanted one of those mini children's dodgem cars, like you see in fairgrounds, but not with the bit attached to the top. Just used to get pedal ones where you could put a coin in and go around the little track. I always wanted one of those. So let's see. Here's a funny little saying. I've just been diagnosed as being colourblind. It's really come out of the blue. I don't know how some of these actually compute to different cultures as well, as in if you have the phrases and sayings. Finding Happiness says, Hey, Shelley, my friend, how are you? I know Shelley for a while now. Oh, right, okay, cool. Oh, and you put Anita's up, Flower Folk Farm. I just watched one of hers actually as well. If you watch one of yours today, Shelley, last one I've watched of yours is your tray, which you've replied back to me answering yours. I remember the video where you got that tray. It looks really nice, really does. With me. As you know, I have to turn my fan off when I do a live. I've already started sweating. I've got a window open just opposite here. My desk is right under the window, but there's no air. How does Good King Wenceslas like his pizza? Deep and crisp and even. So if you don't get any of these, say, and I'll try and explain it. Deep pan, crisp and even. And the song is deep and crisp and even. Oh, what is different about Christmas since Brexit? No Brussels. In English, you'll have Brussels sprouts. No Brussels. Very good. Let's see. Oh, this is a bit odd. The bartender says, sorry, we don't serve time travellers here. The time traveller walks into the bar. Crazy. If you've got any questions, if you want me to stop reading these, I've got nothing else to say. I'm just amusing myself. Shelley says, thank you. Just finding time in the morning to watch a few videos and reply to comments. Busy. Yes, you are. I actually went on Whiskey and Sunshine. Oh, I did see another one recently. Because I went on and I expected to see your husband because it was garden. And there he was. I was like, hold on. I thought I saw Whiskey and Sunshine. Silly me. I'm now totally think of you as your Repurpose My Way channel. I don't know why, because I've first met you on your Whiskey and Sunshine channel. Can you put up your Repurpose channel? Because I do like that. Put that up too, Shelley. Always put both of yours up. So, Finding Happiness is All You Do says, they call me Pumpkin. Ah, my full name is Inca. That's lovely. But go Violet. I promise I'm all the same person. No multiple personalities. You can choose your pick. I think that's funny. I've got to write your name down there. I don't think I've seen you say your name yet. So I've only, maybe seen 3 or 4 of yours. Alyssa. Okay. Weird. I don't have a middle name because I know some people actually pick their middle names and that. I don't have a middle name. Sorry, Specky. I don't have a middle name, so I'm stuck with Dawn. I have explained in other videos why I was called Dawn, and what I'm actually called in Cyprus is the Cypriot word for dawn, which is Avi. That's my name. So challenge you to spell it because you don't have all those letters in the normal alphabet. Shelley says, yes, great tips on the garden video. Thank you. Yeah, I'm always dubious giving you tips or anybody tips because I don't want to sound like a know-it-all, and they don't all work for everybody. It depends. So I'm always dubious. So I tend to now just put, if someone asks, or, oh, what's called this, or people I know, because you all know me. New Garden Homestead. Oh, it's in your Yard Homestead, Shelley. That's why you confused me. Hi, Josh. I'm like just looking backwards on the comments. I'm like, who's in your garden homestead? It's in your Yard Homestead. In your yard. I get mixed up all these home, garden, kitchen, homestead, all these ones. How are you, Josh? I did check to see if you was on a live. Not going to be on long. I need to have an early night. I have to get up early. Got a mate coming over to give me some help on a new project. That's what I like to hear. Another new project. Excellent. Or hope it involves some more animals. Yeah, put your channels up. We'll put your channels up. That's great. Lovely. Yes, I'm just reading some jokes really to cheer everybody up today, Josh. Have you hit that thumbs up? Because I always put that all through your lives. Hit that thumbs up. Give the thumbs up for Josh. Have you all remembered to hit the thumbs up? I should actually pre-type that out and just keep clicking on it. That would save me some time. Let's see. Some, yes, they're very scientific ones. Can't read that one. It's inappropriate to some of you. Can't do that. Can't do that. Oh, this is one of my psychology things. I've been gradually doing them, so people like them. Check back on some of the videos. You can participate and put in the bottom. It's the one that says Alligator River. That's the newest one. So this is to test your intelligence, this one. You have a bath full of water. If you have a teaspoon, a teacup, and a bucket, how would you empty the bath capacity? I'll let you think. Think for a minute on that. I'll just check the comments. Fixed it, yeah, no problem. It's just in case you do what I do, I save all people's channels on Word doc. It's the quickest way for me to do it. So, for example, Josh's channel is a good example because I'm a moderator on 4 channels now. And I have a different Word doc for each one of them. And then they're most viewed people, or most people that come on the chats. I've got all their URLs on there. So I just jump back to that, click on it, put it on. And then any new folk that join, I quickly copy that and put that on. For me, that's the easiest way. Josh is doing well. That's good to hear. I miss you when we don't have your lives, Josh. I'm assuming your internet's a problem as well, which is a shame. Finding happiness, which is Pumpkin, or Inca, or Alyssa, however you know her as. She says, my cucumbers finally fruiting now to self-pollinate some in case some of my zucchini haven't pollinated. Yeah, I'm trying now, cross-pollinated all sorts of things. I don't know quite what happens. I know they can mutate. It's like this, I've asked before, but no one's come back with me. Like your brassicas, let's say you can't put broccoli with another brassica or any other brassica, basically you can't plant together near each other. So if you do, what happens? Do they not grow? Do they deform? Do they just mutate? I can't really waste any of my stuff, so I'm just messing about mixing melons and squash or zucchinis, cross-pollinating them because I've got plenty of those. Oh, yes, you've mentioned that, Josh. Josh is saying I can't do lives anymore because he's been censored. Mike said that to me when he came home, so I wasn't on. Oh, that's a shame. He did suggest, Josh, I don't know if it's a help, if you start another channel and keep all your other stuff on one channel and your homesteady stuff on another channel. I don't know if that works or not, because I've also seen a lot of channels that have been completely blocked completely. You can't even have comments or post videos. And in a few months, they're back again, new channel, same people, same thing. So I don't know if it's worth thinking about that at all. I think that's bad in a way that you can't say what you want to say, but I don't know. Just thought. Finding happiness at Whiskey and Sunshine off grid says, how's your garden doing? Have I missed one? No, the cucumbers. I actually got sent some cucumber seeds by Texas Janet, and they're actually taking, whereas all the other seeds I've tried, I've never managed to get cucumbers going much past the start. But I've left them where they are. I'm not going to move them, touch them. That's great. I try to do that every day. It's pouring rain today, but going great out there. Can I have a bit of your rain, Shelley? Awesome. You should be nicknamed Sunflower. She loves them. Finding Happiness loves sunflowers. Oh, that's Josh's mum does. Josh's mum, Sue. Go and check her channel out. That's Sue Gannon. That's just her channel name, Sue Gannon. She loves them and she paints them. Josh has actually got in his house a lovely picture she's painted. Yeah, Josh, tell Sue that I mentioned her. Yeah, it's getting pretty bad here in Australia. I'm assuming you'll talk about the censoring as well. I'm lucky because I won't go all into it again because I've mentioned it in different ways several times, but about how even though there's ads on my channel that Cyprus isn't recognised by YouTube, blah, blah, blah. So I wouldn't say get away with it, that's the wrong choice of words, but there's not a lot they can do about me because I've got more over them in the way they're breaking laws by not allowing Cyprus. Oh, I got a message from YouTube today, and I don't know if any of you are monetarised at all, but you have to set up your tax and everything for it. And it was the date of American tax, and a big message came up for me. You must like put all your tax details because for YouTube or you don't get your money. Well, I'm not monetarised. Hello. So I just ignored it. I'm not going to even open up the page. I'm just ignoring it. I'm not getting any money from them, so I'm not wasting my time. I need to be paid if you want my time. So heard nothing, got a big message today. You're after the deadline. You still haven't sent your tax details. Give me some money, then I might think about it. And you have to earn a certain amount anyway before anyone's taxed in the world. I certainly won't be close to that. So they said, even though you're in another country, you still have to give your tax information to us. And we're now going to tax you 24%. I don't know what it was originally from YouTube. Going to now tax you 24%. And by the way, you still need to send us your tax details. I was like, you have one thing or another. So I'm just not opening the page. Give me some money. Give me enough money to even be taxed. In Cyprus, I don't know elsewhere, but you don't have to preempt that you're going to earn money unless you're opening up a business. Well, it's certainly not going to be paying me business money. It's not even paying me my time to make videos, or I can't even afford equipment. All these channels get new equipment. Who we got here? Sue Gannon. There we go, Josh. Tell Sue she got her URL put up for her channel and let her know. Great. Thumbs up. Have you all hit my thumbs up? Whiskey and sunshine. Oh my goodness. Yeah. But as I say, the wrong choice of words is I can do what I like. There's not a lot they can do about it because it's a political situation with Cyprus and America. And I've got far more over them, if you like. So they just can't risk doing anything to my channel. And there was one of my lives, I can't remember which one, but where I talk about, I think it was talking about Anne Boleyn, the new film where she's of a certain colour. I don't mind about these things, but not historical figures, because children or young people watching it and they're making assumptions that this is what the English royals were, what they looked like as in colour. And I just spoke about it. So I've got many friends, in fact more of my friends are of different nationalities than English friends at all. And I get on with all sorts. I'm interested in, that's why I did Airbnb. I'm interested in different people, different cultures and all that. But I talked about my feelings of using this film and just said, well, I'd like to see it reverse roles. Let's do Martin Luther King with a white man. And there'd be like so much trouble over that. So I've got no problem with different colour actors, but not if you're being a specific person. So I thought, well, I'm saying what I'm saying. I believe in free speech as long as it's justified free speech. And then I still have to go on the monetarisation button, even though I don't get monetarised because it's there because they run ads. So I just have to click that, loading. And it just kept running across the bar, across the top. And it never does that at all. And it just kept doing it. I thought, oh, and then it kept going, monetarisation off. And then I'll do it again. 3 times I thought, it's been checked. There's obviously a situation. I thought, right, I'm getting straight back onto the CEO how can you be penalising me further in Cyprus? Let's sort out the first situations. And that just suddenly took. So, as I say, I don't get anything for it, and I will make a video and tell you the second I get anything. I'm very open and honest, and go back to all my other videos because I don't want to keep on and on about it. But the whole story's there. If you've got a question, ask me a question. Not going to monetize my channel. No, I'm not monetizing mine. I've got no choice. I just would like to be able to choose. When you're told you can't, then I will fight. But I don't want. This is another reason my lives, for me personally, I always speak for me personally, not other people. Everyone's different and individuals. But this is why I have chosen for my lives not to announce them. I'm enjoying this laugh of who's coming on and who finds me. I called it at the beginning, catch me if you can, hide and seek. So for me, it's completely the fun of doing it. Where are we? Finding happiness in all you do says, what's your money currency in Cyprus? Now it's the euro. When we first lived here, which was 2005, it was still the Cyprus pounds, which were great. Here was one of the cheapest countries for holidaying, really good value for money. Then we joined the EU and they were going to businesses saying, oh, it would be so much benefit. And they were really trying to push you into going into the EU and changing the currency. Yes, it's great for tourism, as in no one has to change their money. Cyprus is very good at keeping a level of prices. So, for example, this is a country where if petrol goes up, that's okay. But if the value of petrol goes down, a lot of countries don't ever take it down again. Ours goes down. If you buy products in shops, yes, there's a few shops that might have an offer on bread or whatever you buy, but there is a limit, a price limit. So you've got recommended price retail, so it's not too competitive. We're not allowed the same of something in, like, next door to a shop, here's a similar shop. We're not allowed too many of each type of business, so you have to apply for a type of business. Although obviously in Cyprus there's certain cultural things, there's a lot of like bakeries, so things like that, and they're open 24 hours here. I don't know if that's something normal in other countries. Bakeries are open 24 hours, and that's why they also sell cereal and milk. There's that. But they did say, the government, that you must, when we swap to the euro, when we swap to the euro, the price must be the same as the Cyprus pounds, which meant things were €1.99, whatever, a really stupid figure. You could round it down, you couldn't round it up. And so car parks were like really stupid amounts and all the rest of it. Got a bit silly. So businesses were saying, well, can we just bump it up to sort of €1 for parking? And they said no. And this went on for about a year. And then all of a sudden you see now everything is rounded up. Even like the COVID mask. Oh, I've said COVID. Oh. I won't get a flag. Even the mask for that, there is a price you can pay. And you can, all right, if you go online and buy from another country, but they're not actually allowed in certain environments here. So you've got to have the proper, like, surgical type one, the blue one. And a lot of places only allow you in if you've got those. And I think Mike said, you say 25 cents or 50 cents? I think they can't be over 50 cents. So everyone has to pay the same price, which is pretty cool. I like the fairness in Cyprus. Skin Sunshine said, don't blame you in your Yard Homestead. It's a pain in the butt with what you make. Yeah. I think what I might do to help you along, Josh, when I have time, because I've got the workaways here at the moment, maybe we'll go on my other channel and then watch all your videos again and just bump you up that way. And we were talking the other day about saying how, obviously, talking with the CEO, I've learnt a lot of information. and it's the way they actually bump everyone over the 1K. When you're almost there, it flies. I know you're close to it, but that's why they've stopped you now. But it flies, and then they bump it all back down again to make you work and get more subscribers to watch the adverts, basically. Yeah, that's it. And there's even more such shit when you do. Yeah, sure. Yeah. It's the old story, isn't it? The big channels that have got into serious trouble, doesn't matter how many times they get reported, because they're really brilliant revenue. The genuine small timers like us, you just have to get on with it. As I say, in the way, perhaps being in Cyprus and YouTube being very anti-Cyprus politically, I think that maybe has worked in my benefit. I've at least got now, when you go on to see which countries are monetarised and which countries aren't allowed to be, it now says Cyprus is, but no one else who I know who's got a Cyprus channel has that option. So it's just been put on my channel, which is very interesting as well. Finding happiness in all you do. Sunflowers are amazing. Yeah, I need to get myself some sunflower seeds. It's not a flower you really see here, but I've noticed down at the stable where I go and help out, he's got, I assume they're sunflowers, but they seem like a darker petal. To me, they look very sunflowery. Perhaps they're not, or perhaps they're a similar thing, and I might just have some of his seeds out there, shake some out. It's probably something else. I'm not very good with actual flower names. I know wildflowers, but actual flowers, I really don't know them at all. Josh from Yard Homestead says, I just wanted to be able to help others, be able to grow their own food and learn how to be prepared. Yeah, you was my first Aussie channel. And I love everything you do, even your bits and pieces I'm not interested in. You do in such an interesting way that I now watch, I'd say 98% of them. I was watching your arrow one the other day, and that's not something that interests me at all. But I think it's your voice and your presentation. And as I've said before, watching back your first ones that I used to watch, you've just grown as a presenter, if you like, if that's the word you want to use. Really love it. Love yourself. And please do some more with Sue. I know it's difficult for you, but that's my favourite video. The one you did with Sue. It was so funny. And you put the outtakes on, which were even more funny. It really brightened my day. That's my favourite all-time video, I think, of all channels. And there's some great ones out there. So, anything else? Shall I read you some more jokes? Do you want some more jokes? Let's see. Have to be careful with these. Don't want to upset people. I can't read that one. I'm not sure these days what jokes you can say, because standard jokes are like, no, you can't say a joke about them, and you can't joke about them. Yeah, these are scientific ones, so they may not be for everyone. Oh, here we go. Here's a joke for Josh. He won't mind. It's an Aussie joke. I couldn't quite remember how to throw a boomerang, but then it came back to me. That's a good one, Josh. Do you like that one? Do you have a boomerang, Josh? Because they're used really, aren't they, for catching things, killing things, aren't they? I'm assuming you did some of that when you was with the Aborigines, did you? Oh, I'm so sweaty, guys. I need my fan back on. See, I can't see a thing. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Shelley. Can you put Olive Farm Retreat up as well? Because that's the actual name of this property. We named it. Mike uses that for his channel, because his channel initially was just going to be for our Airbnb. So when they stayed in our home, which we don't do anymore, Olive Farm Retreat was the name on the Airbnb site as well. So he used that, but as you can see, he's got into showing his DIY stuff and that. He's just posted something else, how we made for literally nothing, solar shower outside now, utility block for guests. Oh, Josh liked that one. That's a good one, Josh says. You have to remember that one. Yeah, I want to know about the boomerang. Have you got one? And did you use it with the Aborigines? I haven't spoken to my husband for years. I didn't want to interrupt him. What else? Oh, this is a good one. I'm so clever that when Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, he missed 3 calls from me. And someone's going to go, oh, he didn't invent the telephone, because there's big controversy about that, who invents certain things. But those things you'll find it's who did the painting first, and that is what counts. Oh, this is another good one. I'm so clever, I can count to infinity twice. Yes, you see my sense of humour. Oh, one more. I'm so clever. I'm so clever, I can win a game of Connect 4 in only 3 moves. Yeah, pricing your day. Josh says from Yard Homestead, I used to have one, but I don't have one at the moment. The traditional boomerangs don't come back. They're really heavy. Oh, let's see you make one, Josh. That would be a nice video. I'm sure you could do that. You're so clever. Really good. What else we got? Shelly's put Olive Farm Retreat up. So I make occasional ones and put on there, and he used me as the first few because he really didn't want to be on camera, but he wanted to show it was bed and breakfast when we did it in our house. So there's me having bed and breakfast. I think it was the second video I ever made. The very first one is my intro on New Beginnings, what I call the welcome, the very first video that I posted. And because I was still in quite a stuttery stage of my condition, I physically wrote it all and stuck it on the tripod, because if I want to talk facts or get certain points across, I tend to read because it's just easy. I don't miss things out. I don't like jumping around too much like I probably do on these live chats. And the bed and breakfast was the second one, so you need to look at that, see how awkward it is. It's me and me sitting at the table, and he said, oh, you just do it all, and I said, no. So he comes out carrying the coffee. So yeah, have a look at that. It's quite funny. I have to go back now and see how bad it was. Oh dear. Oh, I can't remember what it was, but there was something went wrong with it, or he maybe took a coffee off and spilled it because he had shaky hands, which you'll notice in a lot of his videos. Hence why he's made this tray thing. What you see him carry out, this tray he made from his head, and it's similar. He shows you in a whole video how he made it, and it's from an IKEA lamp, and you've got this silver thin stem of the lamp and a tray sort of base, and he took that off and inverted it and put a handle. He says in it what the handle was that he found from something, and it's like the Cyprus trays actually deliver copies on motorbikes here, and here he put a picture in it in his video, and they're trays and they got sort of wire coming up to a point so you can swing it and the cups don't tip or anything. Anyway, he messed up bringing this coffee out. I think it was at some point it messed up, and I'd been spreading the toast because we wanted to say what you got for the breakfast so people aren't disappointed, or say, oh, but can we have, the prices for the breakfast as is. And so we had to retake a bit of it for some reason. I can't remember now. And it's like, right, let's start again. I went, hold on, my toast is buttered now, let's start again. So we put that toast in the kitchen, did it all again, and we had a lot of toast that morning for breakfast. We tend not to redo or fake things. Well, I never do fake things, but something like that was important. So what I do a lot is say the wrong word. I can't quite find the word. I know what I want to say and I can't figure out words. I've explained before, it's like I've got a file and I open the file, but I haven't got the right page out the file. That's the easiest way to say what, you know, what happens to me. So I'll be recording a video and I keep trying to say a word and it either comes out wrong or I can't quite think of it. And I'll do 3 or 4 tries. And then all of a sudden, I'll just say another word that means a similar thing. And I thought, I should save those for bloopers. And I thought, I'll get the comments, this isn't right, this is all fixed, and blah, blah, blah. All these things I get sometimes. You don't really live with no money. It's like, come and stay here. Follow me, monitor me 24 hours a day. You will see. And they're like, we can't be that happy then. I am, because I have you guys. Let's see. Josh says, never used one for hunting yet. Okay, I'd be interested more about that. That'd be really interesting. I'm pretty sure the Aborigines paint on theirs and they all mean things, but you'd know more than me. Shelley, sounds interesting. I'll check it out when I get a chance. Yeah, and you do know I've got another channel as well, do you, Shelley? I don't know if you know. I have a dance tuition channel where I teach dance, exercise, some for fun, some for serious people. So they're all different types of exercise and keeping fit and actual dance, ballet, tap, ballroom, Cuban crunch, which is something that I developed myself years before aerobics was even a thing. And they call it something else, which I'm not going to promote the name of now, but someone took my idea and they've made it a big franchise, which I'm not willing to say the name of the company or the franchise name for the type of dance exercise. And it's basically with Latino and Latin music with sort of the basic movement of those steps, but it's a fun exercise. No, I didn't watch the name, I'll post it. It's Everything Dance Your Mentor. And you see there's all sorts of things on there. I'm also thinking about going on there and posting some of the stuff I've sort of been in and done and whatever. So there is one coming up. I can't talk about it because it's with my Project Morph. So I've done one on this channel and I've Project Morphed it out to other channels and they're all doing it in their way. So some of you guys need to join Project Morph. It's really fun. You can just make videos when you want. We all suggest a title or an idea. And if you want to make one, you can. If you don't want to make one, you don't have to. And then you, as long as you mention Project Morph in your video and my channel, this channel, then I first of all make a whole video on my channel just about your channel, not a shout out, just a whole video promoting your channel. And the people in it have got so many new viewers straight away. And then when you've done your first Project Morph video, which I explain in my Project Morph playlist how to do that, and then you're away and I keep linking you. There you go, you found it. I know that's not for everybody, but anyone who's interested in that. In your Yard Homestead, Josh says there's artwork ones and the hunting ones. Yeah, the symbols all tell a story. Yeah, very interesting that. And I watch a channel in Arizona where they tell me a lot. I forget the name of them. That in Arizona desert, they've got all these rocks. They've got a proper name, forgive me, I've forgotten what they're called. And there's all carvings on them, like Aztec sort of times, and they all tell stories. Like if you go in a cave and you see all the markings in a cave, and you go around and you find all these rocks. There's a few videos on that. So that's really interesting as well. Anything like that interests me a lot. Old things interest me, so I married him. He doesn't watch anything I do. Oh dear, so funny. Yes, he's quite a lot older than me. Oh dear, I'm waiting for the comments now. He's a darling, he really is. Everyone thinks he's left me or something, I don't know. I'll just briefly say, because I think I've briefly touched on it before, the reasons it's Home Alone, and it does say only in the mornings. It blatantly says only in the mornings. I'm on my own see what I get up to, because he always comes home and says, what have you done? And I said, oh, I'm going to make a series, show you all what I've done. He doesn't watch them. So the stable where I go and help sometimes, doing sort of, I can't say the words, clearing up the horse mess. I do that sometimes. I'm not obliged to do it, but I'll go and do that. I just like the environment. It's horses, and I must post some more videos on down there. I do that, and he's got some pets up there. Yes, pets, Josh. Guinea pigs, ducks, one duck. He rescued a white dove that he released after it was injured, and it just keeps coming back and sitting by the pen, so it's gone back in. Chickens, chickens and hens. No, it's not geese. Turkey, it's got turkey, a great big. What's the difference between rooster and cockerel? Is there a difference, or is there not? Are they different types? I've only just learned what a gelding is. I thought it was another type of horse, but hold on, no, it's male and female and gelding. I didn't even know that. I'm not a horse person at all, not in any sense. I've told the story before. Why? I think that was in a live. Yes, that was definitely in a live. So yes, Mike is going down that moment because he's expanding. Oh, when am I next going down? Monday. We go back in the evenings, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, but I don't go back on Friday because Mike goes shopping Friday afternoon and then feeds them on the way back. So Monday and Wednesday evening I go down and just give them another feed because he doesn't live there. He lives right over the other side of him. So I'll allow pets still make good eating. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm pretty sure I've always said I'm not against anything or whatever, but I personally can't kill. But I'm sure you would tell me, Josh, if I had to, I would. Yes, I believe I probably would, but no, not for me. But then I don't come from that environment, so. But yeah, I think it's the same. And these days, I think if you're going to eat meat, you know where it's come from. I totally understand and I totally with it. But right now, for me, I don't even like a pet dying or an animal dying. I'm useless. I won't make you a good wife, Josh. I'll be rubbish. Like, no. No, I'd be a rubbish wife for you, Josh. I'm happily married, sorry. But I would like the mother-in-law. I would get on well with your mother-in-law. No, I'd be around there all the time painting, making painting. Yeah, so I was saying, I get disrupted. So at the moment, this stables is now building a great big block because he has paddocks, big paddocks, but he's getting more stallions in because he does livery, I think you call it, isn't it, livery? And some are his, some aren't his. And he feels the stallions need to be stabled, but they've got what I call their gardens. You can tell I'm not horsey. They all have their own gardens. Just saying yes, if you really had to, you'd be able to. Yeah, I think I probably would. Yeah, certainly. But I can't even touch when you get like chicken from a shop. I just can't touch the skin. I think I would. Yeah, definitely I would. Shelley says, sorry, stepped away for a minute. Oh, Shelley, we were talking about you. Oh my gosh, you missed it. Hubby's having terrible sciatica pain. He's like, oh, bless him. Oh, give him my love, won't you? Oh, that's all the work he's doing. Bless him. Yeah, so they're building these big stables now, and I think I'm not sure how many stables it is. Maybe 14 altogether. But he was talking about leaving one or two of them as like to keep the bits and pieces in. I'm not sure. But that's what Mike's doing. He's actually going down and helping him build it. I say helping him build it. That was the plan, but Mike's ended up doing it for him because he keeps being called away and different circumstances. But initially, we have a lot of people from different countries come here, probably same as your countries, that do building work and different things like that. And they work a lot cheaply. So this guy said, okay, come and build these stables. So they did, I think, the first 4 rows of part of it, not even maybe 2 stables, the first 2 rows. They're using those great big block things. And Mike walked past. He said, oh, come and see how they're doing. And Mike walked past. Mike's a bit of a perfectionist with building, measuring and all that. And he couldn't believe it. The wall was literally like this, and they'd only done 2 or 3 levels, so it wasn't like they'd slowly gone wrong. So he said, I can't have them anymore, and he got a big quote from a proper company, and they said, we can get it up quickly, and it's X amount of money. It was a lot of money because this building's going to be massive. I will go down and take some pictures or film down there. And he said to Mike, well, I'm not in a rush for it. It can be slowly, slowly. I'd rather pay a little bit as a bit gets done. So he said, would you be interested in doing it? Not for the money. So Mike helps him anyway. So we've swapped stuff. So that's why I go down and help sometimes as well. And he doesn't come and help us here, but he gives us stuff if he knows people throwing things out, and he's got a truck and a tractor, and he, as you've seen in our ones where we salvaged all the slabs, the tractor Mike's driving's his, so he lets Mike use the tractor anytime. He gives us some eggs for helping out. He gives Mike pocket money, so but that means Mike's not obliged, although he is there Monday to Friday until lunchtime. So, but in that time, he's also cleaning the horses. He's not just building. So it's worked out for all of us really for a time. But Mike said he's fed up with it. So once this is built, he doesn't want to go and help anymore. But the deal was really building the stable, but he's ended up doing other things. Good night, Josh. Nice to see you. See you very soon. Thanks for joining me. Really appreciate that. And don't forget to tell Sue to watch it. I mean, I've been talking about her a bit. Are we finding happiness in all you do? Oh, yes. Hope he feels better soon. Soak wine, Epsom salts. Epsom is in England. Do you know that? Epsom's in England. Not too far from where I live. Epsom Racecourse. You must have heard of that, possibly. Yeah, so anyway, he gets sort of pocket money for that. So, and then I go down and help. Sometimes he comes up here, he does favours. If we want a favour, we ask. But as I say, he can't come away from the stables, but he lends us anything we need. He tries to find us things people are giving away, and he sort of help out with that a little bit. So we're all helping each other for now. So Mike's missing Monday to Friday mornings, and then, as I say, Friday he pops home for lunch, and then he goes off shopping and feeds the horses on the way back. So at least now that's cleared that up for anyone else who asks me. They can watch this whole live, find the answer there. So yeah, I love the kangaroo. Nice little kangaroo there. Yeah, so it's good if you all see each other's channels. Let's see if we've got a couple more little jokes. There's some long ones. This one, it's not that funny, but it's okay. Wife, how would you describe me? Husband, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Wife, what does that mean? Husband, adorable, beautiful, caring, delightful, elegant, fabulous, gorgeous, and heavenly. And the wife says, and what about IJK? And husband says, I'm just kidding. No, it's okay. That's not quite my humour. That's okay. Do we do the blonde jokes or do we not do the blonde jokes? I like the blonde jokes. Let's do the blonde jokes. If you don't like blonde jokes, just put another hair colour in, okay? And blonde jokes are one of my favourites. Yes. A blonde passenger on board a plane still hadn't managed to open her carton of orange juice by the time the plane had landed, because it said on the carton, concentrate. I do like the blonde joke. Two blondes are driving to Disneyland. They're almost there when they see a sign which says Disneyland left. The blondes start crying as they turn the car around and head for home because Disneyland has gone. Disneyland left. These are my jokes. I like these. If a tortoise loses his shell, is he homeless or naked? That's a dumb joke for sure. Definitely. Yeah. Oh, got blonde joke. Let's read that. A blonde girl was watching a ventriloquist act on stage. She was getting really annoyed as he kept doing jokes about how stupid blondes are. Finally, when she could take it no more, she jumped up and shouted, "Just because I'm blonde, it doesn't mean I'm stupid." The ventriloquist began to apologise for upsetting her, and she said, "Keep out of this. I'm talking to the little guy sitting on your knee." That one's pretty good. Oh dear. Finding happiness in all you do, says. Yeah, let's hope it'll be back to normal soon. I'm heading out. We'll chat again soon. Blessings. Thanks for joining me. Thanks a lot. That's really cool. Nice to have you along. Let's read this one. This is a long one. Love heading out. We'll catch you later. Going to get my day going. Good for you. It's now 3:10 in Cyprus, in case you're interested. See you very soon on your channel. Oh, you call her Alyssa. Okay. So let's do a slightly longer one here. Excuse me for not looking at you. A man goes into a pet shop to buy a parrot. The shopkeeper shows him the parrot cage and asks him to choose one. The man asks, "How much is the yellow one?" $2,000, says the shopkeeper. The man asks why it's so expensive. The shopkeeper says, "Well, it's a very special one, as he can type on the keyboard and he can type very fast." "What about the green parrot?" says the man. The shopkeeper explains, "Well, that one costs $5,000 because he can also type, but also he can write and take incoming telephone calls." "Wow," says the man. "What about the red parrot?" The shopkeeper says, "Well, that one costs $10,000. "What can he do?" says the man. "Oh, I don't really know," says the shopkeeper, "but the other two parrots say he's their boss." Oh dear. Did you like that one? I quite like those. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, there were some longer ones. Let's see. It's just I've got to quickly scan them if they're a long one. Let's see. Let's do one more. Oh, there's long ones here. Oh, can't read that one. Oh, done that one. Pick that one off. Let's see. Let's do one more. A genie grants a man 3 wishes. He gets very excited and thinks hard about a perfect wish. "I've got it," he declares. "I wish for a bottle of beer where the beer will never run out." The genie claps his hands and the bottle appears in the man's hand. The man can't believe it. He tries it out, and as soon as the beer's drunk, the bottle keeps refilling. He is so happy. He starts to walk away, drinking the beer. "Wait," says the genie, "you have 2 more wishes." "Ah, well then, Just give me 2 more wishes, the same as that one. Did you like that one? Oh dear. They certainly brighten our day, don't they, some of these? They're really funny. So, as I say, if I'm a bit down, I just like to get a joke, read a couple of jokes. It takes your mind off your problem for a while, and then you can just have a little laugh. Do you guys have any jokes, any favourite jokes? It'd be nice if everyone watching this at some point can in the comments all put their favourite joke or even a saying. If you've got a quote, as I say, I like quite positive quotes as well, or funny quotes. That would be great. So it'd be nice to see a comment section just full of quotes and jokes. I'm sorry if some of them will be a bit long for you to type in. That's a problem. Good jokes are the long ones. But as I was saying, I'm thinking about doing on my Everything Dance channel. I did lots of, I think in America you call them skits, like funny sketches and that. And they were dance shows. Some were themed and had a story, or some were actual stories all the way through the show. Some were just themed, as in, I don't know, it could be like films, TV as themes. But I always put some what you call skits or sketches in, and I think I'll put some of those up on there because some of those are really funny. And before anyone comments, I do have permission by everyone. It's always said, for those who come to the stage school that I run, that by signing the membership form, you agree to be filmed or photographed, or it can be used at any time in any way to do with these kind of things. And also, those who came to the shows were aware that they may well be called on stage, which was being filmed and could be used as well. So I've got no copyright problems with that. Copyright permissions, I have no problem with that. So I think I might put some of those up. Would you be interested in that? I think other people come to the channel then to see that. Be quite interesting. There's some really good ones, really good funny sketches. And I think some people want to see some dancing stuff. Unfortunately, I don't have much footage of what I've done because obviously I'm quite old and there wasn't video cameras. I think I've mentioned somewhere before that there was one show I did when I was younger that was filmed, and it was the very first sort of video cameras out, and one of the dads had got it. He was in media, so everyone was like, wow, you've actually got a video camera, because they were really expensive. They were probably like 1,000 English pounds or more, and it was like not a TV one, but they were really like, and he had it showed it like, oh, I can't film for long, and it was really like they didn't have tripods and all that unless they were actually TV people with the TV cameras. And he said, oh, I'll film the show. And it was a massive stage school I went to, and really big shows in London we did. And he came and filmed it. Well, first of all, he didn't show it as a show. He panned along all the faces, but he did it up in the circle, like the high level of the audience. And he filmed it from there, and so he was a long way away, whether they didn't have a Zoom or he didn't know how to Zoom. So when he's going along the faces are too far away to see who anyone was. Plus, when it was older girls dancing, he went along the legs. A bit weird. And also, because obviously it's stage lighting, which is a different type of filming altogether, it was all snowy coloured dots, so it's really poor quality. I mean, it's nice if you were in it to go, oh, that was me somewhere there. And even today, I probably couldn't tell you. I've got a copy of a copy, so that's bad as well. And all right, I've got it, and I was in that, but if I can't remember where I was, I wouldn't be able to point out where I was. So I've got those, but obviously as I got older and ran my own stage schools and that, I've got film of different things. The difference with my stage school was, I don't know if any of you know anything about dance schools, but they will put their best pupils at the front in the middle, and then the worst they are in the class or dance, they will be shoved to the back, basically. or on the very edges, because your focal point is there. And I also dislike the ones where they are what I would call military dancing. They do steps that are far below their level, and they all do the same dance in the same place, all 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's all so simple, but it's so those watching think, oh, look, they're all in time, they're brilliant. Now, for me, that's not important. It's important to show what they're learning. If you come, you will say, oh, wow, they're really doing hard stuff. Yes, they might be a bit out of time. They are moving in patterns. I'm a choreographer. Why do you have children, particularly, just all dancing in military lines? I just think that's so awful. You've got pupils, move them, make patterns, make entertainment. So, and I always had every single person, no matter what their standard or ability, would have a bit in the front at some point. And I'm also someone who also gave every child who had been there a long time, and I used to take disabled children as well, just so you kind of understand where I'm coming from on this, that no matter what their ability, so obviously some people aren't going to improve in their standard of dance, is what I'm getting across. They all, if they'd been there a long time, they would all have a solo or a special part. Whereas some shows I've seen, I'm talking more children's shows, I've had adults as well in shows, but it's more the children's dance I'm speaking of now. They would have their prime people. And I actually saw one show where it was basically the show around these 2 or 3 girls, and the others would come on, do a bit, and bye bye, and oh, they've been on. Or the other thing that gets my goat a little bit, as they say, is little ones aren't given a chance to dance. I've seen shows where the little ones come on and sit on the floor or sing a song, or don't, or they have the teacher dance on stage, or a big one dances with them, or the teacher's out the front doing it. So what have they been doing in class? And they still look like they haven't got a clue. No, mine were doing dancing exams from the age of 5, the actual exams, and we did a syllabus where it was proper dancing at that age, whereas some associations of dance, they just like do finger things and sit on the floor and have scarves and make shapes with scarves. And mine were actually doing dance theory and had to know 3 or 4 basic words for their exams and what words meant and can you show this. And so yes, Shelley says I've got to go, Dawn, have a great day and a weekend. Yeah, I think I've got to finish now as well. I've been on quite some time now. And as I say, just wanted to pop in because I won't be here probably. Well, I won't be here. I'll be here. I won't. I'll be out. So I'm going on my road trip tomorrow. So I won't probably post one tomorrow, or maybe not Sunday. We'll see. So I just wanted to put something out there for those who want to connect. And thanks so much to Shelley today for being my moderator. I thank all the moderators out there that are my moderators, my team awesome. I know you'd be here if you could, but you don't know when I'm coming on half the time. So I thank you all, each and every one of you, all my supporters, all my subscribers. If it's your first time here, welcome. All the best to you all, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now. Don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe, and all that nonsense. Bye.